podcast is brought to you in part by Hinton Mills, Sorrel Home Medical, Harrison Memorial Hospital, Southern States, Edward Jones Investments, Bluegrass Stockyards, Farm Credit Mid-America, Van Hook Hardware, Poindexter Lumber Company, Angelo's Pizza, Hardee's of Cynthiana, First Methodist Church, State Farm Insurance Agent Joe Cochran, Snappy Tomato Pizza, El Paricatin Mexican Restaurant, Weber Farms, Maysville Community and Technical College, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Chad Eversole, and Judy Construction. And now for all the play-by-play action, here's your host, Jim Swinford.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Harrison County High School basketball. I'm Jim Swinford, coming to you from Monticello Heights Gymnasium, where tonight the Thorobreds will be taking on the Titans of Trinity Christian High School. This is a rematch of a game that was played back on December the 14th in Lexington. Trinity Christian got the best of it that day, winning 51-49 in overtime. A steal and basket that followed the steal with 8 seconds left in the extra period gave the Titans the victory. Bryce Thompson, their star, had a huge night, as he has many times this season, scoring 31 points and grabbing 13 rebounds. He is a man. Meanwhile, this is the home stretch, basically, or maybe more like the clubhouse turn of the 2024-2025 high school basketball season. Counting tonight, the Breds have just 5 games left in the regular season before the district tournament begins in a couple of weeks. Harrison County lost at Augusta back on Saturday in their most recent outing, 67-49. That defeat snapped a 5-game win streak for our guys. Meanwhile, Trinity Christian on Monday won at Dayton, 65-51. That was their second win in a row and their fourth in the last 6 games, as they're hoping that their team can get revved up and ready for the district tournament as well. Both teams are on the floor going through their pregame warm-ups right now. In the JV game, our junior varsity dominated the action as they raced out to an early 18-0 lead, eventually won 50-20. So hopefully we can get a doubleheader sweep against Trinity Christian here tonight and avenge that loss earlier this year. We'll take a break right now, come back and talk a little bit more about both Harrison County and Trinity Christian. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports on the Cynthiana Hardee's pregame show.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. We're 9.5 minutes away from the start of tonight's game between the Breds and the Titans. Trinity Christian is only in his 5th year as a basketball program. They had a fine 4th year, going 20-13 last year, and are 14-11 this season. They're coached by Troy Thompson, who's in his 1st year at the helm of the Titans. However, he is their 3rd coach in the last 5 years. Seniors Bryce Thompson, Alan Okerly, and Noah Westerfield are all 4-year starters, giving this Titan team some experience. Thompson is their leading scorer at 24 points per game. Had a career-high 41 in a win over Frankfort Christian. He's put up some very fine numbers. Had that one game where he went over 40. He's had 3 30-plus games and 17 in which he has scored at least 20 points in their 24 games. It's a rather high percentage. The best shooter on the team is Westerfield at 62%. He's also the best rebounder on the team at 10.7 boards per game And in his last 6 games, he's been very efficient on the glass, averaging 18.2 rebounds per game, including a career high of 25 boards against Cornerstone Christian last month. And as a team, Trinity Christian does a good job of grabbing the rock off of the glass, averaging 31 rebounds per game. Meanwhile, Harrison County will enter tonight's game with a record of 9-12. They were very flat in that loss at Augusta last Saturday. However, that was mainly because of how hard they fought in that overtime win over Pendleton County the night before, and they just couldn't recover fast enough against a very good Augusta team who is now got 15 wins on the year. So no embarrassment at all to lose to Augusta, especially coming off that hard-fought game the night before. So there's your look at both these two teams. We'll take a break right now and come back and give you the starting lineups of tonight's game right after this timeout. You're listening to the Cynthia and Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, let's take a look now at the starters. First for the Titans of Trinity Christian, as we said, 14-11 on the year. At a guard, a senior, number 43, Noah Westerfield. Westerfield averaging 8.6 points and 10.7 rebounds per game. And another guard is Joseph Hingst. That's Hingst, Hingst. He wears the number 13. He's a sophomore and is averaging 0.7 points a game. At one of the forwards is Aiden King. King wears the number 12. He's a senior, averaging 4.8. At the other forward, John Cunningham. He wears the number 14. He's a sophomore and is averaging 7.3 points a game. And in the middle, a senior, number 21, Bryce Thompson. Thompson averaging 24 points a game and had 31 when these two teams got together earlier this year. So once again for the Titans, it'll be Westerfield, Hingst, King, Cunningham, and Thompson. On the year, Trinity Christian averaging 51.7 points per game on offense. On defense, giving up 49.5. Now for the Harrison County Thorobreds. This is going to be a lineup that you should be getting familiar with, as it's the 8th consecutive game in which we've started these starting 5. At a guard, a 6-foot senior, number 2, Jay-Sean Lewis. Lewis has raised his average to a team-leading 8.8 points per game. The other guard is Sawyer Craycraft. Craycraft wears the number 24. He's a 5'10 junior and is averaging 4.9 points a game. Another forward is a 6'2 junior, number 1, Donovan Walker. He's averaging 5.2 points a game. And at the other forward is Jaden Boyers. He wears number 33. He's a 6'5 senior, averaging 7.4 points per game, but did not score the first time these two teams met. And in the middle, a 6'3 junior, number 4, Landon Kinney. Kinney averaging 8.5. So once again for the Breds, it'll be Lewis, Craycraft, Walker, Boyers, and Kinney. Harrison County on the season averaging 50.9 points per game while giving up 52.9 on paper. Harrison County about a 2-point favorite to avenge that loss back in December to Trinity Christian. But while we have this chance to do so, let's send it back to the station to Pastor Ted Beam from the First Methodist Church with tonight's pregame prayer.
Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. We thank you for your faithfulness. We thank you for your attentiveness. We thank you for how you've revealed yourself. You didn't leave us alone to just wander and wonder. You sent Jesus to come, to live among us, to teach us about you and how to walk with you. We are grateful to you for that. We're grateful for how you sent him to come and die so that we could have our sins forgiven, that we could be born again and reconciled to you. We're grateful for how he rose again, that we could be with you forever. And so we do lift the players up to you tonight. Will you please pour out your Spirit on them? You protect them from all injuries. We ask you to help them to learn tonight about sportsmanship even more than they already know, about working together and that teamwork, so that they can take these lessons into their lives for the rest of their lives, that they can learn from these games. We are grateful to you. We do thank you for them. Thank you for the coaches, the officials. Will you bless the event tonight in some wonderful ways? Protect them all, again, from injury. We do thank you for them. We offer them to you in Jesus' name. Amen. I'm Ted Beam, pastor of the First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. I hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop. The teams continue to warm up. Give you an update on the bowling state tournament situation. First off, congratulations to Boston Reynolds, who came in 24th in the state bowling championships on Monday. Quite an accomplishment. 24, and I'm not sure how many kids were involved in it, but still coming in 24th is pretty good honor. So congratulations to Boston Reynolds for that. Now, meanwhile, the girls bowling team, the entire team, was set to begin their play on Tuesday, but then the weather started looking a bit iffy, and it was decided that because of the traffic problems that Louisville always has when they get more than a half an inch of snow, they decided to postpone it so nobody would get hurt on the road. So now our girls bowling team is going to have to wait 2 weeks. They don't get started until 2 weeks from tomorrow. I feel sorry for those girls. I mean, here you are, already in Louisville probably, getting all psyched up and ready to go, and then all of a sudden they say, no, you're not going to play for 2 weeks. Boy, tough. But the thing about it is every team is going through the same thing. So we'll keep abreast of what's going on with the girls bowling team when they do get back to action here in a couple of weeks. As we said, counting tonight, the Breds with just 5 more games left. On Friday, they'll host Bracken County here on the Hilltop. That'll be senior night. So come on up to the Hilltop on senior night to honor our 3 Breds seniors. On Saturday, the Breds will hit the road and go all the way to Bourbon County. Then on Tuesday, they'll host Mason County and then wrap up the regular season a week from tomorrow in Taylor Mill against Scott High School. That's a week from tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Phillies tonight, they're at Paris. On Saturday, they'll host Mason County. That'll be a 2:30 start for the varsity, 1 o'clock for the JV. Then on Monday, our girls will take on Villa Madonna here on the Hilltop. On Tuesday, Bourbon County will be the opponent for the Phillies. They'll play it over in Paris. And then the Phillies will wrap up the regular season on Thursday when they travel to Augusta to take on the Lady Panthers. So I think archery is having their Caleb Conley Invitational this weekend. But right now, the colors are being presented by the Harrison County Air Force Junior ROTC. So what we'll do is take a listen to the national anthem, after which we'll take a break and then come back for the tip-off of tonight's game between Harrison County and Trinity Christian. But right now, let's bring you our Star Spangled Banner.
Flag is Cadet Captain Isabella Dawson. The guards are Cadet Airman First Class Ivy Woodard and Cadet Captain Raven Vest.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Hilltop, the starting quintet being introduced for Trinity Christian right now. They've got a couple of players injured and will not be able to play tonight, so they're shorthanded. Of course, on our side, Jack Midden still on the mend. He's here, but in street clothes. Good to see he's still supporting the team, despite the fact that he cannot play, at least right now. Good crowd on hand in tonight's midweek game. Not often do the Thorobreds or Phillies play on a Wednesday, but both of them are active tonight. So, who knows? 2 more weeks left in the regular season. And after tonight, just 4 more games left for the Thorobreds. The boys district tournament will be played here on the Hilltop, while the girls 38th district tournament will be played over at Robertson County. Now, the schedule of events has not yet been decided. I'm guessing that probably Saturday or maybe sometime before, the ADs will get together and decide who will play when. The problem is that for the boys, although it's more or less already been decided who's going to play whom, Robertson County and Pendleton County still have a makeup game. They've tried to play this game 3 times, and so things will not be officially official until Pendleton County plays Robertson, and they've got to play it. I mean, just in case Robertson County gets a wild hair and upsets Pendleton County, that could send things really into a turmoil. Alrighty, Jaden Boyers jumping center for Harrison County. Across the midcourt stripe will be Noah Westerfield for the Titans as we're about to get this game underway. The 9-12 Thorobreds against the 14-11 Trinity Christian Titans. The tap is up and controlled by Harrison County. Craycraft passes the ball to the right side to Lewis. Skip pass to the far side to Walker. He'll get it in the corner. Here's a 3 fired up and good by Craycraft. So Sawyer Craycraft gets our first Joe Cochran State Farm 3-pointer, giving Harrison County the early 3-0 lead. We played just half a minute. Across the timeline with the basketball will come Hinkst. Hinkst inside the center circle to Thompson. Thompson, who had 31 last time, directing some traffic from inside the center circle, now passes it to the near side on the sideline to Hinkst. Back up top, here's a 3 fired up by Thompson, no good. Rebound is going to be hauled in by Westerfield. Remember, Westerfield averaging about 18 rebounds per game over his last 6. Here's a long 3 that's no good, and the rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. From his own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Thompson. Thompson, who could play for just about anybody, lobs the ball in to Cunningham. Cunningham in the corner, gets the ball back to Thompson, who'll go back up near the timeline to set the offense. This is a deliberate Trinity Christian offense. Don't look for him to run too much. With the basketball on the right side, here's a 3 fired up by King. No good off the flange, and Walker comes down with the rebound. Into the front court with the basketball come the Thorobreds, leading 3-0. We played a minute and a half. Craycraft in between the circles, dribbles to the right side, now goes down to the block. His shot blocked, and it bounces off of Craycraft's head and goes out of bounds. So give the ball back to Trinity Christian. Harrison County with some full court man pressure. Inbounds pass will come to Cunningham. Into the front court, Thompson has it, stops at the top of the key, gets it back inside the center circle to Cunningham. Cunningham lobs the ball on the wing on the near side to King, back up top to Hinkst. Hinkst to Thompson to the right side, finds Westerfield. Westerfield back up top, and the ball is stolen away this time by Craycraft. Craycraft has the ball back tapped away from behind, and they're going to say that Sawyer was the last one to touch it, so give the ball back to Trinity Christian. Inbounds pass this time will come to King. He'll get it to Thompson into the front court now. He'll find Cunningham. Cunningham dribbles the ball in between the circles. Now backs up near the center circle. Pass to the left side, long range to Hinkst. Hinkst. Pass over to the far side to Thompson from the elbow. Skips a pass to the near side to Hinkst. Up top, he'll find King. King back to Hinkst in front of the Harrison County bench. Hinkst gets it between the circles and into the hands of Cunningham. Back on the baseline with the basketball is Westerfield against Boyers. Westerfield still spinning around. Lobs the ball to the far corner in front of the stable to Cunningham. Cunningham throws the ball away. A steal by Harrison County and going to the basket and missing the shot is Jay Sean Lewis, but he'll be going to the line for two. Good anticipation that time. The foul is on Thompson. That'll be Thompson's first. Lewis at the line this year, a 45% free throw shooter. 5:29 left to go in the first quarter. First free throw by the senior is on the way and bounces off the front of the rim, no good. He'll have another, however. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and Phil. A second free throw by Lewis is also no good, but chasing down the rebound will be Kenny. He'll get the ball to the left side to Lewis. Skip pass to the near side to Walker. Walker goes baseline, stops, now goes baseline, and he'll have his dribble bounce on the end line for a turnover, so give the ball back to Trinity Christian. Score still 3-0. That's been the score since Craycraft hit that triple about 30 seconds into the game. We're now down to 5:15 in the first quarter. Across the timeline comes King. Lobs it to Westerfield's left elbow. Now to the left side to Thompson. Thompson being tracked by Craycraft. Look like we might have a box and one or something like that. Here's a lob to the foul line. A pitch inside is to Westerfield. Westerfield looking. Still has his dribble. Now launches a ball. It's knocked away, and loose ball picked up by Lewis. Good hands by the Thoroughbreds. In the front court, Walker goes to the block, but he's going to be called for the travel. So each team with 3 turnovers, as neither team is at the top of their game here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass this time will come to Cunningham. Cunningham now brings the ball to the front court, gets it to the foul line to Hinkst. In the corner, here's a 3 fired up, no good, way too long. And chasing down long rebound will be Walker. Breds up 3-0 still. Into the front court comes Lewis. Goes baseline, is shot a little too hard off the glass, and Westerfield grabs the rebound. Into the front court come the Titans. Layup is good this time by Thompson. Thompson's first bucket gets his team back to within 2, or makes that 1 at 3-2. So we approach the midway point of the first quarter. Across the timeline comes Craycraft, gets it in the corner to Walker. Back up top to Lewis. Lewis lobs one inside to Walker, who puts it up and in. First basket for Donovan Walker with Harrison County up 5-2. 3:52 left to go in the first quarter. Into the front court quickly, a steal by Kenny. With the ball up the floor come the Thoroughbreds, leading 5-2 now. Stopping in between the circles, Lewis to the right side finds Craycraft. Craycraft inside the center circle to the far hash mark finds Lewis, who will hand the ball off to Craycraft. Craycraft spins down to the far corner, but is cut off by King, and now an intended pass for Walker flies into the bench of Trinity Christian. In the game for the first time for Harrison County, Blake Green. Green, a 6'2 junior, averaging 8.7 points per game. He led the team in scoring when these two teams got together in December with 16 points. In the game also for Trinity Christian, Joshua Chalkley. Chalkley, a sophomore, averaging 1.6. Here's a steal by Green. Instant offense. Goes the other way, puts up a shot, no good, but a foul is going to be called. So it'll be on Cunningham. That'll be Cunningham's first personal foul. Going to the line for 2 will be Green. On the year, Green is a 64% free throw shooter. Mason Wright set to check in for Harrison County, 6'2 senior, averaging 3.7. First free throw by Green is going to rattle out. Right in. Boyer's out. Let's do this one. At El Paracutan Daily Lunch Specials, the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan to visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Second free throw for Green is up and good. Improves his team's lead to 6-2. 3:14 left to go in the first quarter. Into the front court come the Titans. Here's a three from the corner by Thompson. Short. Rebound pulled down by Kinney. And here come the Thorobreds the other way. Leading by 4 in a low-scoring first quarter. Lewis directing traffic from inside the center circle. Pass to the left side, long range to Green. Now back up top to Lewis. Lewis gets the ball to the foul line. Turnaround jumper by Walker. Rolls in there. Nice shooter's touch that time by Donovan. Harrison County's lead grows to 8-2. 2:40 left to go in this first quarter. Into the front court with the basketball comes Cunningham. Gets it to the far side near the hash mark to Thompson. Back inside the center circle to Cunningham. To the left side, he'll find Hinkst. Hinkst throws a ball that's knocked away. Hinkst goes and gets the errant throw and pitches it into the front court. Here's a pass inside. Taken away by Mason Wright. Coast to coast going Lewis. Misses the shot, but Wright is able to get the rebound. Here's a shot put up. No good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a jump ball called. So a 30-second timeout has been called by Trinity Christian. We'll keep it right here. Still in the first quarter with 2:09 left to go. Harrison County leading 8-2. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Now the timeout. The Titans will have the basketball, trailing 8-2. There are only 2 points coming off the hand of Bryce Thompson, which is no big surprise there. Alrighty, Chalkley, who stays in the game, will inbounds the ball to Thompson. Thompson across the timeline on the far side of the circle. Being tracked by Green now. Double team, throws the ball in the corner to Westerfield. Westerfield drives, trying to get away from Cooper Slade, who's in the game. Cooper, a 6-foot junior, averaging 2.7. Thompson with the basketball out top. Lobs the ball inside. Picked up down there and put up and in by Westerfield. So good strong hands by Noah Westerfield, and he'll have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play as he makes the score 8-4. 1:45 left to go here in the first quarter.
One shot.
Westerfield on the season is a 61% free throw shooter, and he makes it. So Westerfield draws his team back to within 3 at 8-5. Walking the ball up the floor will be Lewis. Across the timeline inside the center circle. Pass to the far hash mark to Green. Now back up top to Lewis. Lewis lobs the ball in the corner to Green. Green fakes the three, gets it down on the block to Kenny. Kenny up and under, puts it off the glass, and good. Nice up and under move that time by Landon. And Harrison County's lead grows back out to 5 at 10-5. 1:19 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball, Thompson at the top of the key. He'll fire an NBA tray. Good. Thompson, a smooth shooter. And on that three-pointer, he gets his team back to within 2 at 10-8 as we approach the 1-minute mark of the first quarter. In the front court, Lewis, left side right in the corner. Ball goes through the hands of the intended receiver, Green, and out of bounds. Back in the game, Craycraft returns for the Thorobreds. Cynthia and the Hardys want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardy's in Cynthiana. Walking the ball up the floor, his team down by 2 with under a minute to go is Thompson. Pass to the left side to Hinkst. Hinkst gets it inside the center circle to Chalkley. Over on the right side, finds Thompson. Thompson from the right elbow, raises up, misses the shot. Rebound picked up by Chalkley. He'll get it back out front into the hands of Thompson, who buries the tray. And for the first time in the ball game, the Titans lead 11-10. 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter. In the front court, from the corner, a three fired up by Craycraft is no good. And on the offside rebound, Green was standing on the inline. Come on, guys. Right now, the Titans on a 9-2 run. 14 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Across timeline comes Thompson. Thompson just yo-yoing the ball inside the center circle, gets it to the far hash mark to Chalkley. Chalkley to Westerfield on the baseline. 2 seconds left. Here's a shot put up by Westerfield. It's no good. And that is the way that the first quarter will end with your score. Trinity Christian 11 and Harrison County 10. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
All righty, back here at Hilltop. The Titans of Trinity Christian go on a 9-2 run to end the first quarter and taking the lead 11-10. But Harrison County will have the ball to begin the second quarter. Craycraft across the timeline, gets to the far hash mark to Lewis. He'll hand the ball back to Craycraft. Craycraft being guarded on the man-to-man by Cunningham. Gets to the right side, long range to Walker for a three-point try. In and out, no good. And Westerfield grabs the rebound. Up the floor and into the front court come the Titans. Over on the near side is Hinks. He'll lob it into the paint to Cunningham. Cunningham goes to the basket, misses the shot, with Walker getting the board for Harrison County. He'll get it over to the far sideline to Craycraft. Craycraft skip past the near side to Walker, long range. Walker goes baseline, kicks it into the paint to Boyers, who's back in the game. Boyers double team, fires the ball back out top to Craycraft. Craycraft gets the ball to Lewis on the wing. Lewis down on the block to Boyers. Boyers up and under, makes a shot. Good job that time by Jaden for his first points of the game. And Harrison County seesaws back out in front, top 12-11. We played a minute in the second quarter. Into the front court between the circles is Chalkley. He get to Hinks on the near side in front of the Harrison County bench. Now back up top once again to Cunningham, to the near side to Hinks. He'll find Thompson in between the circles. Thompson to the near side to Hinks. Hinks in between the circles now finds Westerfield. He'll get the ball over on the far side to Cunningham, who misses everything on a try from the left elbow. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by the Titans. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. In the front court, in the corner is Lewis. His team up by one. Gets the ball to Boyers. Boyers splits the double team but misses the shot. And now on the rebound, Green goes down. And they're going to call a jump ball. Looked like Green ran into somebody's shoe when he retrieved that rebound. In any case, the Titans will have the ball. Back in the game, back in the game is Aiden King. He started. Comes back in there. Bringing the ball up the floor now will be Thompson. Lobs the ball to the far hash mark to Cunningham. Cunningham in the paint, tries a pass. It's going to be knocked away, and the loose ball picked up by Green. Green in the corner finds Craycraft, fakes the three. Now gets up top to Walker, to the left side to Lewis. Lewis back to Walker in between the circles, dribbles to the right side, long range, and gets it in front of the bench to Craycraft. Here's a pass down low to Boyers. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Foul's going to be called on Thompson. That'll be Thompson's second. Talk about some guy that Coach Thompson can't do without. Boyers at the line for the first time tonight. On the year, a 49% free throw shooter. Harrison County as a team hitting 56% of their free throw tries. With 5:53 left to go in the first half, the first free throw by Boyers is short. We've had days where we've gone 12 for 26 from the line. We've also had days we've gone 9 for 10. You just never know from night to night how this team is going to shoot free throws. Another very short free throw by the Harrison County senior. Westerfield goes and gets the rebound. With the basketball now, Thompson. He'll get it to the foul line to King. King over on the right side finds Thompson being guarded by Lewis. Now in between the circles, King has it once again. King back to the far side, finds Thompson. Now in between the circles to Chalkley. Chalkley back to Thompson on the right side. Thompson in the paint, goes to the block. His shot off the glass is good. 10 points now for Bryce Thompson, and that will give his team the lead back at 13-12. 5:15 left to go in the first half. With the ball in between the circles, Craycraft. Pass to the right side, finds Walker. Walker back in between the circles to Craycraft, to the foul line to Boyers, down low to Green. Green forces up a shot. It's good, and he's fouled. So good, tough move to the basket that time by Green. Harrison County has the lead back at 14-13, and we'll try to make it a 2-point game if Green can make this free. So Green 1 for 2 from the line tonight. 5:03 left in the first half. Green's free throw is up and no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Thompson. Into the front court come the Titans. Over on the right side with the ball now is Chalkley. Chalkley can't control the dribble, and the loose ball is picked up by Harrison County. That's 8 turnovers for Trinity Christian here in the first half. With the ball up the near sideline comes Craycraft. Craycraft stops in between the circles, now gets the ball to the foul line to Boyers. Boyers lobs the ball down low to Walker, up top to Craycraft for 3, no. But the long rebound is picked up by Green. And now just a bad pass by Harrison County. Into the front court comes Thompson, and Thompson is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on Craycraft, his first. Back in the game, Kinney returns. If you have a big group to feed, the Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Inbounds pass comes to Thompson. Thompson on the wing. We'll find King. King back up top to Thompson once again. He'll float up pass to the far side. It's knocked away, but the loose ball is going to be picked up by Cunningham. Cunningham on the baseline finds Thompson for a 10-footer. No. Rebound fought for, and finally Boyers will come away with it. Into the front court with the basketball comes Craycraft. His team leading 14-13 as we pass the midway point of the second quarter. Pass to the left side to Kinney. Back in between the circles to Craycraft. On the right side finds Boyers. Boyers looking for someone to pass to. Now takes a dribble, fires it to about a 90-mile fastball at Jay-Sean Lewis, but Jay-Sean catches it and puts it in the hole. So good hands that time by the senior. Harrison County takes a 16-13 lead with 3:40 on the clock, and now we've got a problem with Westerfield, who has some blood on his hand. So they'll come and check that out. Make sure he's okay. No, he's okay. It's just a little blood on the hand. Probably got scratched by somebody's fingernail or something like that. Well, they've been here for farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more about it. Yeah, you got him fixed. Kendrick does a nice job and a quick job getting him repaired. So, Titans with the basketball, trailing by 3. They've trailed by as many as 6. Here's a lob into the front court on the far sideline to Cunningham. Cunningham goes to the basket, a shot blocked by Boyers, and Boyers gets the rebound as well. Nice job that time by Jaden. Into the front court with the basketball comes Craycraft. Pass to the right side to Walker. Skip pass to the far side to Kinney. Kinney gets the ball between the circles to Craycraft. No look pass to Boyers at the elbow. He'll kick it in the corner to Kinney for a 3 try. It's no good. And with the rebound is Thompson. Thompson brings the ball into the front court on his own. Stops, lobs it to the foul line to Hinks. Back to Thompson from the right elbow. Pull-up jumper, good. Thompson with a dozen points. Draws his team back to within 1 at 16-15 with 2:54 left in the first half of play. Into the front court come the Thorobreds. Craycraft to Walker on the right side. Walker lobs the ball to the elbow to Boyers. Backdoor cut, gets the ball in the hands of Lewis, and Lewis lays it in. Nice job that time by the duo of Boyers and Lewis. Puts Harrison County back up top by 3, 18-15. 2.5 left to go in the first half. Tight ball game all the way here. We've had no ties, but 4 lead changes. In the front court on the left side, long range is King. Gets it up top to Thompson. Thompson to the foul line. Will find King. Now here's a 3 from the top of the key by Thompson. No good. And the rebound pulled in by Lewis. In the front court come the Breds up by 3. Pass to the right side to Walker, long range. Skip pass to the far side to Kenny. Kenny steps inside the arc, gets it on the block on the lower half. His skip pass is going to be nearly stolen, but the loose ball is picked up by Lewis. And now we're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow will keep the ball in Harrison County's hands. That was excellent hustle by Jay-Sean Lewis. From his own baseline, Craycraft will trigger the inbounds pass. Craycraft gets the ball to Walker from the block, puts it up, rolls off the back of the rim, no good. And coming down with the rebound was Westerfield. Down by 3 with 1:44 left in the half. Here come the Titans over on the far side near the hash mark. He'll get the ball to Cunningham. Cunningham throws a bad pass, loose ball on the floor, picked up by the Breds. Coming up the floor will be Walker, and just really nice defense by Cunningham as Walker just simply didn't know which direction to go, left or right, and he ends up turning the ball over. 7 turnovers for the Thoroughbreds, 9 for Trinity Christian. And now we got a 30-second timeout called by Trinity Christian. We'll keep it right here as it is just a 30. Once again here in the second quarter, 1:31 left, and Harrison County leading 18-15. Breds took control of this ball game early on, going up 8-2, only to see the Titans come back on a 9-2 run of their own, and since that time, neither team has led by more than 1 possession. So it's been that kind of game. Remember, once again, the Thorobreds will be in action here on the Hilltop on Friday night for senior night. Senior night festivities will be between the JV and varsity games, so come on up and support your 3 seniors on this year's squad: Jay-Sean Lewis, Jaden Boyers, and Mason Wright. Now the timeout, inbounding the ball will be Thompson. We'll get it into the hands of Westerfield, who'll give it back to Thompson. Thompson across the timeline inside the center circle. Now drifts over to the far hash mark. Now reverses in between the circles, looking for someone to pass to. Picks up his dribble, lobs the ball to the far hash mark to Cunningham. Cunningham drives to the paint, has his shot blocked by Boyers, but gets his own rebound. And now the ball is loose and picked up by Kenny. Good hands that time by the Thoroughbreds, who have now forced Trinity Christian into 10 turnovers. Across the timeline comes Craycraft. Craycraft between the legs dribble, stops in between the circles, gets it to Kenny on the left side. Kenny at the elbow, gets it to Craycraft. Craycraft spins, and as he did, he really got himself into no man's land with no place to throw that ball and just had to eat it. Back in the game for Harrison, Cooper Slade returns. He saw some action in the first quarter. Now we'll play the final 47 seconds out there with his team. 18-15. We knew it was going to be a low-scoring affair as the game up in Lexington back in December went 51-49. It took overtime to get to that. In the front court, Cunningham near the far hash mark. Lobs it inside the center circle to Hinks. Hinks looks to his left now, throws the ball to his right to Cunningham once again. Cunningham lobs the ball inside to Westerfield. Westerfield, ball fake, goes up and makes that bucket his 5th point. Gets his team back to within 1 at 18-17 with 16 seconds left to go in the first half. Harrison will go for the last shot. Slade over to the left side to Lewis. Backdoor cut, gets the ball to Green, and Green lays it in. Nice job on the throw by Lewis. And Harrison County will watch a 3 by Thompson go astride of the basket and off with no points. And that will bring us to the end of the first half of play. With your score, Harrison County 20, Trinity Christian 17. Been a fun if not extremely well played, first half between these two combatants. We invite you to join us now for our halftime show, brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. We'll go over all the scoring and stats from the first half. All that coming up after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score from here on the Hilltop, Harrison County 20, Trinity Christian 17. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Hometown station and the home of the WCYN 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County leading over the visiting Titans of Trinity Christian 20-17, as they've done a nice job, especially on the interior scoring tonight. Right now, we've been held to just 1-3, but that's okay because the inside game is going so well. Defensively, we're also playing above our par. Take a look at the individual scoring. First for Trinity Christian, they only have 2 players score, led by Bryce Thompson's 12, including a couple of three-pointers. Noah Westerfield has scored 5. Also playing but not scoring, Aiden King, Joshua Chalkley, Joseph Hinkst, and John Cunningham. For Harrison County, Blake Green has 5 points to lead the way. 4 points each for Donovan Walker and Jay Sean Lewis. A three-pointer for Sawyer Craycraft's 3 points. And a couple of points as well for both Landon Kinney and Jaden Boyers. The only player who got in the game that did not score was Mason Wright. That's the way the individual numbers break down. We'll take a break, come back, and give you the team stats right after this timeout. Once again, your halftime score, Harrison County 20, Trinity Christian 17. You're listening to the Joe Cochran at State Farm halftime show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County up on the visitors from Lexington. I don't think I ever mentioned that they were from Lexington. Trinity Christian by a score of 20-17. We've had 4 lead changes in the ball game, and at least not yet, no ties in this contest between a couple of teams that played each other back in December, with the Titans winning by a score of 51-49 in a game that went to overtime. And who knows, the way this game is starting out anyway, it could be happening again, but we still got another half to go. So don't make your reservations for a halftime party or an overtime party, because it may not happen. Taking a look now at the team stats from the first half, Harrison County was 9 of 19 for 47.4%, including 1 of 5 from beyond the perimeter. Trinity Christian, 7 of 20, that's 35%. They attempted 10 trays and made 2. From the free throw line, oh my gosh, from the free throw line, Harrison County 1 of 7. It's hard to win basketball games hitting just 1 out of 7. We're lucky to be ahead by as much as we are. 14.3%, that's what 1 for 7 is. Meanwhile, Trinity Christian only went to the line once, and they made that lone free throw. Turnovers are kind of keeping Harrison County in the leadership role on the scoreboard, as they forced 10 turnovers by Trinity Christian, while Harrison County committed 8 themselves. And the rebounding battle was won by Harrison County as well, 11-9. 3 offensive and 6 defensive boards for Trinity Christian. They were led by Noah Westerfield's 5. Meanwhile, for the Thorobreds, 4 offensive and 7 defensive rebounds for their 11. They were led in the first half by Donovan Walker, who has 3 boards here at the break. So it's going to be a wild one all the way to the end, just like in December. So stay tuned. What we'll do right now is take a break, come back, and give you the third quarter handoff. Right after this, you've been listening to the halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran at State Farm. Your score once again, Harrison County 20, the Titans of Trinity Christian 17. You've been listening and are listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Cattle sale.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
The 17th through the 22nd at all 6 Hinton Mills locations. It's our biggest sale.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
For the third quarter here on the Hilltop, Harrison County will be back in action as We mentioned before on Friday night when Bracken County will come to town. That was also senior night for the Thorobreds as well. Maybe the cheerleaders, I don't know. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cocker with State Farm Insurance is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and the Phillies. Alrighty, Trinity Christian down by a tray. We'll get the ball first here in the second half. Thompson gets the ball over to the far side to Cunningham, down on the baseline to Westerfield. Westerfield double team, forces up a shot that's no good, and Walker comes down with the rebound for the Breds. He has 4 rebounds now in the game. Craycraft with it across the timeline. Pitches it to the far side to Lewis, long range. Lewis in the paint to Kinney. Kinney from the block puts up a shot, partially blocked by Westerfield. Boyers has the rebound and puts it back up and in. Nice job on the offensive glass that time by Jaden. And Harrison County's lead goes back to 5 at 22-17. 7:23 left to go in the third. With the basketball going baseline is Cunningham. He'll throw the ball away right to Lewis. Lewis in the front court, 2-on-2. Drops the ball, picks it back up, gets it on the wing to Kinney. Now to the top of the key to Boyers. Good transition defense that time by the Titans. On the left side, Walker has it. He'll pitch it in the corner to Kinney. Kinney thought about the three, but he was contested, so he gets it back to Craycraft. Now to the far hash mark to Kinney again. Here's a pass to the foul line to Boyers. His pass down low intended for Lewis is going to be picked off by Thompson. So the turnover bug still bothering both teams. In the front court with the basketball is King. King tries a pass inside, knocked away. Loose ball on the floor. Bodies hit the floor. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Trinity Christian as Coach Thompson saw that his player was about to give up the ball. We'll take it as well. 6:37 left to go in the third year score. Harrison County 22, Trinity Christian 17. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Alrighty, out of the timeout. The Titans will have the basketball underneath their own basket. Triggering the inbounds pass will be Thompson. Thompson at half his average with 12 here in the first half plus, averaging 24 even. Up top of the basketball, Cunningham being harassed by Craycraft. He'll get the ball back to Thompson. Thompson trying to get away from Craycraft's defense, goes to the left wing, now backs it up once again. Pitches it to the top of the key to Cunningham, now to the far side. You'll find Cunningham again. Back up top to Thompson, lobs the ball to the near side to King. King at the free throw line, throws the ball to Cunningham. Ball knocked away, loose ball picked up by Lewis, who will write it in. Jay Sean with 6 points. Harrison County increases its lead to 24-17. 6:03 left to go in the third. With the basketball, King lobs to the foul line to Cunningham. Here's a three by Thompson. Air ball. Rebound pulled in by Westerfield. And he'll get it into the corner to Cunningham. Goes between the hands of Thompson and into the backcourt for the third turnover in the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. 13 turnovers overall for Trinity Christian. They're making our lack of free throw shooting by committing all these turnovers. Evens things out. From his own baseline, Craycraft lobs the ball to Boyers. Boyers double team. Now looking for help as he's triple team. Gets it in the corner to Craycraft for three. No good. Too long. Rebound pulled in by Thompson. Thompson racing up the floor to the block. Stops and travels. He was trying to figure out a way to go up against Boyers. and he just couldn't figure it out. Good defense by Jaden, just standing there sometimes is all you need to do. So Harrison County, as the game has gotten a little sloppy with a 24-7 lead, 5.5 left to go in the third. Across the timeline comes Craycraft, gets it on the wing to Walker, back to Craycraft long range. Craycraft at the top of the key, goes to the right elbow, jump shot short. Rebound pulled in by Westerfield. And here we head the other direction, going to the basket. Thompson misses the layup. Rebound, though, is going to be picked up by King, and we're going to have a foul on the play on Harrison County. Foul's going to be called on Craycraft, and that'll be Craycraft's second. Bailed him out there. From his own baseline, King to trigger the inbounds pass. His team has not yet scored here in the third quarter. We played 3 minutes. Gets a pass to Westerfield. His shot off the glass from 5 feet away is no good. And this time, Boyers grabs the rebound. He's got 4. Jogging the ball into the front court comes Craycraft. Goes to the top of the key, pass to the left side to Kinney. Now in the corner to Lewis. Lewis up top in between the circles to Craycraft. Back to the left side to Kinney for 3. Good! I tell you what, Landon's been on fire lately from beyond the arc as he puts his team up 27-17 with that Joe Cochran State Farm three-pointer. With the basketball in the front court come the Titans. Here's a 3 from the corner by Thompson off the back of the rim, no good, and chasing down the long rebound is going to be Kinney. Breds into the front court quickly. Craycraft at the top of the key, pass the ball to the foul line to Boyers in the corner. Kinney open for 3, no good this time. He's a right corner guy, not a left corner guy. 13, rebound brought down by Hinkst in the front court. Cunningham lays it up and in. First points of the third quarter for the Titans as they draw back to within 8 at 27-19 as we cross the midway point of the third quarter. Walker with the basketball on the right wing. Lobs the ball to Skip to Kinney. Kinney now hands the ball off to Craycraft. Craycraft to the left elbow. Gets to the far side in front of the stable to Walker. Walker in the corner. Oh, right side is Cunningham. And it's going to be good. Back-to-back baskets by Cunningham. They'll cut Harrison County's lead back to 6 at 27-21. 3:12 left to go in the third. With the basketball on the right side, Walker gets the pass to Kinney. Kinney on the baseline to Boyers. Boyers gets the ball to Walker. Walker puts it up and in. Nice strong move that time after the good pass. So Walker with the points. Jaden with the assist. Harrison County up now 29-21. 2:53 left to go in the third. With the basketball on the left side, long range is King. To get it down low to Thompson. Thompson's follow-away jumper is no good. And Walker will get the rebound this time. This has always been a good rebounding team, talking about Trinity Christian, but Harrison County is bettering them today. Now we're going to have a timeout call by Coach Case. Just a 30-second timeout. Probably saw his team getting a little bit out of control. And the last thing you want to do against a team that's as disciplined as Trinity Christian is to start throwing the ball around and lose your momentum. 29-21 your score, Harrison County up. At El Paracutan daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Talk about the Phillies, they're at Paris tonight. Their next game will be on Saturday when they'll have a matinee affair against the Lady Royals of Mason County. 1 o'clock the JV game, 2:30 the varsity game. Then later on that night we'll travel to Paris as the Thorobreds will take on Bourbon County. Bourbon County actually having a pretty decent season. And I hate to talk about that because I don't want them to have a decent season. I want them to have an over season. In any case, out of the timeout, Harrison County with the basketball. Kinney from the corner gets the ball to Lewis on the wing. Back to Kinney from the right corner. No good. Tap no good by Lewis. And down with the ensuing rebound was Westerfield. Into the front court quickly come the Titans. Here's an off-balance shot by Westerfield. I make that Thompson no good, but he's fouled by Boyers. That'll be Boyers' first. And that'll send Thompson to the line for the first time tonight on the year, a 76% free throw shooter. Looking for his first points in the third quarter, though, with 2:02 left in it. First free throw is nothing but net as Mason Wright checks back in for Boyers. 29-22 now your score. Second free throw with 2:02 left in the third upcoming for Thompson. It's up and it's good. 29-23. Harrison County's one-time 10-point lead down to 6. With the basketball, Lewis. Up the far sideline and into the front court. Now goes between the circles. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Kenny on the near side of the midcourt circle. Kenny to the left side in front of his own bench. This time to Slade. He'll get it to Wright in the paint. Right to Lewis. Lewis, a floater's in there. Jay Sean with 8 points. That equals the season's average. Puts the Thorobreds back up by 8, 31-23. A minute and a half left to go in the third. With the basketball on the left side is King. Up top to Hinkst. Over to the far side to Cunningham. Cunningham dumps the ball to Westerfield. Westerfield double team. Kicks it back in the corner. Here's a three fired up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kenny. And here come the Breds. Into the front court with the basketball. Lewis lobs the ball to Green. Now to the far hash mark to Slade. Down low finds Wright in the paint. Puts up a shot blocked from behind by Westerfield. And Westerfield gets the rebound as well. Into the front court with the basketball. Westerfield gives the ball to Thompson. Thompson throw to the near side to Hinkst. Back in between the circles. He'll get the ball to King now. King to the foul line to Cunningham. Cunningham throws the ball off the hand of Hinkst and out of bounds for another turnover. 15 turnovers now for Trinity Christian. Harrison County with 9. Just 1 here in the second half for Harrison County, though. Under a minute to go. Harrison up by 8. Lewis with the basketball across timeline. Drifts to the right side. Now pitches it back to the left side beyond the arc to Wright. Wright double teamed. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Thorobreds. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. As I said, 37 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Harrison County leading by 8, 31-23, and have the basketball. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. As I said, a decent crowd on hand for tonight's game. A few people have made their way from Trinity Christian down here to watch their Titans play. They still have 6 games left. Harrison County's got 4 after tonight. With 6 in basically 10 days, they're going to be tired from district. Here in the front court, here's a pass down the baseline to Kenny, back on the wing to Slade. He'll get it to the top of the key to Lewis. In the corner finds Green. Green races to the basket, lays it up and in. Nobody came over from the weak side to help out, and Green made an easy basket there. 33-23, 15 seconds left to go in the third. And now we're going to have a turnover on an illegal screen set by Hinkst. So give the ball back to the Thorobreds with 11 seconds left. Inbounding the ball from the far sideline will be Green. He'll get it into the hands of Slade. Slade back to Green. Green lobs the ball to Lewis. Lewis on the left side fires a backdoor cut to Green, and Green lays it in on the alley-oop. Nice execution that time by the teammates. And that is the way that the third quarter will end. With your score, Harrison County 35, Trinity Christian 23. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
In that third quarter, 15-6, to turn what was just a 3-point lead at the half into a 12-point lead right now. Cynthia and Hardee's want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. A little confusion as to whether King can check in or not. I think he might have got to the scorer's table too late, but now the officials are going to say, I'll let him in. So, in fact, he was the 5th player out on the floor. Harrison County up by 12. Will have the ball first here in the fourth quarter. Craycraft gets the ball to Kenny. Kenny, a pass to the left side, long range to Green. Green to the foul line to right. A lot of pushing and shoving, no call. He'll get it to Craycraft in the far corner. Back at the elbow to right. Bounce pass down on the block. Shot put up and good by Harrison County's Cooper Slade. And Slade will have a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play as well. First points of the night for Cooper. 37-23 now your score. Slade on the air, a 27% free throw shooter. 7:44 left to go in the game. Free throw by Slade is up and good. There you go. That's the way to do it. On the old 3-point play, Harrison County takes a 38-23 advantage. Into the front court with the basketball. Thompson on the right side finds Cunningham. Cunningham in the corner to Thompson. Thompson drives, cut off, double team, ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Craycraft, and here come the Breds. 3-on-2 break. Craycraft lobs the ball inside, and it's going to be picked off on a nice defensive play by Westerfield. Into the front court. Here's a 3 from NBA range by Thompson. Off to the left, no good. And Kenny will grab the rebound for the Thorobreds. In the front court. With the basketball is Craycraft. Just yo-yoing the ball on the left side of the wing. Gets it over to the far side to Slade. Now back up top to Craycraft. To the foul line to right, who drops it, picks it back up again, and lobs it in the corner to Slade. Slade in between the circles finds Craycraft. Craycraft to the top of the key, gets the ball on the wing to Kenny, now to the elbow to right, back up top. He'll find Craycraft back to the left side to Kenny on the baseline to Green, now back on the wing to Kenny. Kenny goes to the right elbow, kicks it on the far side to right. Right at the top of the key finds Craycraft, now back to Slade at the foul line. Slade gives the ball to right, back to Slade for a 3, no good off the flange. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul called against Harrison County. It's going to be called on Wright. That'll be Mason's first. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. With the basketball, Cunningham on the right side, gets it between the circles to Hinks. Back to Cunningham on the near side. Cunningham gets the ball to Thompson, goes to the block, and throws the ball away right into the waiting hands of Craycraft. Up the floor come the Thorobreds. Green in the corner for 3. Count it down. Another Joe Cochran out at State Farm threes by the Thorobreds as they have blown this game wide open with a 41-27 lead. 5:50 left. 41-23. Sorry, I gave him too much of credit. Top of the key, a 3 for King is no good, and the rebound is going to be picked up by the Titans. Now, as we head the other direction, shot blocked out of bounds. So, coming into the ball game, Donovan Walker returns for the Thorobreds. From his own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Craycraft, his team leading 41-23. 5.5 left to go. Reds led 20-17 at the half. From his own baseline, Craycraft gets the ball in between the circles to Walker. Walker Now goes to the right wing, goes into the paint from the block, puts it off the glass and good. Nice strong move that time by Walker to the basket. He has 8 points. Harrison County's lead now 43-23. 5:17 left to go in this game. With the basketball in between the circles, Chalkley. He'll get it to the near side, long range to King, and then throws it away. Another turnover. Going all the way the other way and laying it in, Craycraft. Craycraft's 5th point. Harrison County up now 45-23. From the corner, a 3 put up no good by Thompson, and the rebound is pulled in by Green. Into the front court with the basketball, Walker. Harrison County's done a good job of not allowing any second chance opportunities, hardly, for Trinity Christian. From the foul line right, over on the right side, a 3 by Walker is going to be short. And now, retrieving the ball was Craycraft. If that's Slade, excuse me. We'll get it over to the far side to Walker. Back in between the circles to Craycraft to the foul line to right. Right spins around, gets it in the corner now to Green. Green looking for help. Now gets it back out top on this side of the circle to Craycraft. Bounce pass in the paint to Walker, and as Walker goes to the basket, he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on Westerfield. That'll be Westerfield's first. And we'll send Walker to the line for the first time tonight. On the year, Walker, a 58% free throw shooter. First free throw is on the way and good. He has 9 points, came in averaging 5, so about to hit double his season's average. 43-23, 4:11 left. Second free throw for the junior is going to bounce off. Rebound offensively by Wright. His putback is no good, but he's fouled. So good offensive board work that time by Mason, the senior. Foul's going to be called on Chalkley, his first, or second, excuse me. Mason Wright at the line for the first time tonight. On the year, a 59% free throw shooter. This is the first. We've got to do something about these free throws. We're running out of time. He'll have another, however, with 4:09 left. Harrison County's doubled up the Titans at 46-23. Second free throw is good. Makes the score 47-23. Tayshawn Lewis back into the game for Harrison County. Up the floor and into the front court comes Thompson. Thompson with just 2 free throws here in the second half. Pass to the left side is picked off by Walker. Walker to the basket on the other end, lays it up and good. 11 points now for Donovan. I think he's having his best game so far this year. 49-23. Harrison leads. 3:49 left. Here's a shot put up and good for Trinity Christian. Chalkley gets the basket, which makes the score 49-25 with 3:37 left. In the front court, Slade gets the ball up top to Green, to right, back to Slade, back up top to Green. Wide open for a 3-pointer. No good off the flange. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Cunningham, and he's going to be fouled. Foul's on Slade. That'll be Cooper's second. Do you have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. In between the circles is Thompson. Rotates over to the left side beyond the arc, and now to the elbow to Westerfield. Pass to the near side to Cunningham. Cunningham goes to the basket. His shot's no good, but a foul is going to be called on Wright. That'll be 2 fouls on Mason Wright. Going to the line will be Cunningham for the first time tonight. On the year, an 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is going to bounce in there. Into the game for the first time for Harrison, Lawson Hunt, 6'2", junior, averaging 0.7 points a game. 50-20, or 49-25. Second free throw is good. Gives him 6 points. Makes the score 49-27. 3 minutes left to go. And here's a shot put up by Harrison County's Hunt, but it's going to be blocked out of bounds. Thorobreds will maintain possession. Comes on the baseline, Slade to trigger the inbounds pass. Slade looking, lobs it near the center circle to Lewis. Lewis trying to get away from the defense. Gets a bounce pass to the near side to Walker. Ball fake, goes in the paint. Oh, nice job on the runner by Walker. Faked Westerfield out of his shoes. Harrison County up 51-27. 2:39 left now. Into the front court with the basketball on the right side is Cunningham to give the ball to King. King up top. Here's a three by Westerfield. Rims out, no good. With the rebound being grabbed by Walker. Walker in the front court gets the ball back to Slade. Slade to the right elbow to right. Now to the near side, finds Hunt for a three-point try. Oh, air ball. That was a long air ball. Fight for the rebound. And we're going to have a jump ball. No, we're actually going to have a foul called on Walker. That is first. Wholesale changes coming in for the Thorobreds. We've got Simon Jenkins, a 6'1 junior, averaging .9. Aaron Jackson, a 5'10 junior, averaging .9. Ja'Cory Hinton, 5'8 sophomore, averaging 2 points a game. And Trip Nichols, a 5'9 junior, who's averaging a point a game. They'll join Hunt on the floor. Here's an NBA three from the top of the key by Thompson. It's way off the mark. And Simon Jenkins goes and gets the rebound. In the front court on the left side, Nichols. Skip pass to the far side, knocked away, and the loose ball picked up by Thompson. Thompson looking for help, lobs the ball on the near wing to King. Back in the corner to Thompson for three. It'll get off the front of the rim. And we're going to have a foul called. Yep. Foul's on Hinton. That'll be his first. That foul will put us into the bonus situation with just $1:39 left. Well, this game is raced on by. It's just now 8:30. From the line will be Chalkley. Chalkley is 2 for 3 this year. This is just his 4th attempt. Makes his 3rd point, though. Makes the score 51-28. Second free throw is also good. Makes the score 51-29 with 1:39 left. Into the front court with the basketball. Nichols lobs the ball to the near side to Jackson. Jackson in between the circles to Hinton, to the right elbow to Hunt. Now to the right side to Nichols for three. Rims out. Too much English. Rebound is going to be pulled in by Jackson. And now a battle for the loose ball is won by Trinity Christian. So give them the ball back. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 to learn more. There's a lob to the wing, and dropping the ball in the paint was Cunningham, but I think they're going to call a foul on Harrison County. And it's going to be on Hinton. So Ja'Cory gets in there, and within 30 seconds gets 2 personal fouls. Cunningham, 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Has 6 points. That's 1 shy of his season's average. First one's on the way and good. 51-30. Second free throw with 1:08 left to go is on its way, and this one is good as well. He has 8 points now. 51-31 your score. Into the front court comes Nichols, gets it in the corner to Jenkins. Back to Nichols, up top to Hinton, who get the ball in the paint to Hunt. To the left side to Nichols, ball fake, fires up a three-pointer, good! Trip Nichols with Joe Cochran State Farm three-pointer. It's the score at 54-31. 40 seconds left to go. Here's a three from the corner, good by Cunningham. So Cunningham buries the tray, which makes it 54-34. With just 24 seconds left, Harrison County may just dribble out the clock. As Coach Thompson has told his kids to back off, and right now Ja'Cory Hinton inside the center circle, just yo-yoing the ball, waiting for the final 6 seconds to go off the clock. Harrison County gets back in their winning ways after losing in Augusta on Saturday, and have now won 6 of their last 7 games. And overall, hard to believe, this Thoroughbred team has now won 10 games with 12 losses and 4 more games to go. Final score once again, Harrison County 54, Trinity Christian 34, as the Thoroughbreds avenge that earlier loss with a huge second half. After the first half was so darn close, the second half was all Thoroughbreds as they outscore Thompson and his crew 34-17 over the last 2 quarters to win going away. Good win. Good win. This is a good Trinity Christian team. We invite you to stay tuned now for our post-game show. We'll go over all the scoring and stats from today's game, as well as have a chat with Andrew Case. We'll also name our Judy Construction Company Player of the Game. All that coming up after this timeout. But once again, from here on the Hilltop, your final score, Harrison County 54, Trinity Christian 34. You've been listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
The Hinton Mills team encourages you to...
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Convenient. Traveling Greek.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Rabbits, horses, or cattle. Your local Southern States team can help you find the best nutrition program for all of the animals on the farm and around the house. Stop by Southern States on US 27 south of Cynthiana or call 234-2161. That's 234-2161. Curbside service is available.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop. Harrison County wins its 10th game against 12 losses as they get back on the winning track and have now won 6 of the last 7. A good win over the Trinity Christian Titans, who probably were thinking that we had them on our bullseye, and we most certainly did, as they beat us in overtime the last time we got together, and we didn't want to have to go over and do that all again. So, but yeah, the second half was tremendous for the Thorobreds as they outscored Trinity Christian 34-17 in the final 2 minutes. And joined now by Coach Case. And Coach, what'd you tell these guys in the locker room?
Well, our goal for the game was to hold Thompson under 15, and he had 12 at halftime.
Right.
So they knew they didn't have much wiggle room left. So, much better job when, playing against a kid who has the green light like that. It's not normal.
Right.
You've played defense a certain way all year long, and, you have to kind of break your habits for one game, and that can be tricky. So, but great effort from everybody. I thought our ball movement was better in the second half. We got quality looks and a few more guys in with the attack mentality instead of catching it and hold the ball over our head against their zone in the first half. So always good to get revenge. We owed those guys one.
Yes.
We are a much, much better basketball team than we are the first time we played them.
Oh, yeah.
And, we have guys playing with a lot of confidence right now. We got to keep it going.
I hate to bring this up, Coach, but you know how I am. 4 for 12 from the free throw line.
The girls passed the free throw woes back to us, apparently. So we had thought we had broken it and then given it to the girls when they went to the Hoosiers gym, and then I guess they passed it back to us. So we'll have to continue working on it, and it's mental. It's all mental. It's one of those things where you just got to be locked in and focused. And even when you have a couple games where you make some, you have to stay locked in mentally and knock them down. So got 2 tough ones this weekend. Friday is senior night here on the Hilltop.
Right.
We'll play Bracken County, and we honor Jaden Mason and Jay Sean, who have been great for us all year long, and come out and support them and go to Bourbon County Saturday. It's going to be tough.
We forced 21 turnovers tonight, and most of them weren't your traditional, just step in the passing alley and get it. We had a lot of our guys playing defensive back and just kind of waiting for a bad throw, and many times it came right to us.
Yep, and then some of that is from, all right, wherever 21 goes, we're staying with him, almost like almost like you're playing him man to man, everybody else's zone, and like you said, free safety. You got your hand on him and touching him wherever he goes, and then the ball comes back to him like it is going to be so much, and you just shoot the lane and get a good one. So. Would have liked for us to turn those into more points in the first half,
right.
But we did a much better job in the second half of converting them.
It just seems like take out the Augusta game because we were just worn out from Pendleton County the night before. But this team, the chemistry on this team is phenomenal when you consider that the first game of the year, most of these guys had never played a varsity minute.
And, that's what we've talked about all year is we've been so proud of the fight all year long, and we hoped and we hoped and we hoped, and we thought it would, but more so we hoped that it would finally just click, and something's clicked with this bunch, and we're not satisfied. We still have our goal of 4 straight district championships in a row to win, and we got to keep striving toward that goal. We got 4 games left.
Right.
If we win out, we can be above 500, and that that'd be a great accomplishment for this group.
Oh yeah, I think that 10 wins is a big accomplishment. I don't know if that was one of the things you put on the blackboard at the beginning of the season, number 1 seed in the tournament and that kind of thing. But if you had told me this team would win 10 games with what our schedule was like, I thought you were crazy.
And there's been a couple that we've let slip away. So let's finish strong here and, hopefully finish, above 500 is the goal.
All right, Coach, appreciate your stopping by. Congratulations on the win. And the senior night stuff is between the games, right?
Yes, after the JV game, before the warm-ups, we'll have a senior ceremony. It should be around 7-ish,
right.
In that ballpark. But we'll honor our guys and go out and give Bracken County our best.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
All right, thank you.
And Thoroughbred basketball coach Andrew Case after the Thoroughbreds exciting 54-34. Exciting if you're a Harrison County fan. As the Thoroughbreds outscore Trinity 34-17 in the second half to take what was just a 3-point lead that we had at halftime and turn it into a blowout. So I always like those blowouts because it makes the end of the game a lot more palatable. We'll take a break right now, and this might take it. You can have it. I don't need it anymore. We'll take a break, come back and take a look at the scoring, and then we'll take our final break and name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. Harrison County wins their 10th game of the year to go 10-12, while Trinity Christian now 14-12. They have 5 more games left in their regular season. Harrison County has 4. Doesn't matter to anybody, but in case you needed to know that, now you do. Taking a look at the individual scoring in the ball game. First for Trinity Christian, they were led by Bryce Thompson, who only scores 14. That's 10 below his season's average, and also 17 below what he scored against us before, 31 back in December. So we really did a number on him, especially in the second half when he only got 2 free throws. Also in double figures was John Cunningham, who had a big game, 11 points all in the second half, including a 3 in the fourth quarter. 5 points were scored by Noah Westerfield, 4 for Joshua Chalkley. Also playing but not scoring tonight for the Titans were Aiden King and Joseph Hinkst. For Harrison County, leading the way was Donovan Walker with 13. Blake Green came off of the bench to score a dozen points, including a 3. 8 points on the night for Jay-Sean Lewis. 5 points each for both Landon Kinney and Sawyer Craycraft, and 4 points were scored by Jaden Boyers. Good balanced scoring throughout. Cooper Slade and Trip Nichols each had 3 points there towards the end. And Mason Wright, he got 1 point to round out the scoring. Also playing but not scoring, Simon Jenkins, Aaron Jackson, Ja'Cory Hinton, and Lawson Hunt. That's the way the individual numbers stack up. We'll take our final break, come back and give you the team stats, and also name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. Right after this, you've been listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. Let's take a gander now at our final stats for the game. Harrison County was 23 of 48. That's a very respectable 47.9%. They attempted 17 three-pointers and made 4. Meanwhile, Trinity Christian had troubles going 12 for 37. That's 32.4%. They attempted 18 trays and made 3. From the free throw line, as we discussed, Harrison County was 4 for 12 for 33.3%, while Trinity Christian went to the line 8 times and made all 8 of their free throw tries. Turnover is a big story in this game. After a very even turnover stat in the first half, in which Harrison County committed 8 and Trinity Christian 10. In the second half, Harrison County commits just 3 for 11 altogether, while Trinity Christian in the second half committed 11 turnovers, giving them 21 overall, so 21 to 11 in the turnover department, which led to a lot of baskets for Harrison County. And the rebounding battle tonight was won by the Thorobreds as well. And like I said, this is a good rebounding Titan team. We out-rebound them 25 to 19, 5 offensive and 14 defensive rebounds for the Titans. They were paced in that department by Noah Westerfield, who had 9. Meanwhile, 7 offensive and 18 defensive rebounds for Harrison County. They were paced in that department by Donovan Walker's 6. So there are your stats. Our Judy Construction Company player of the game, we're going to give it to Donovan Walker. Donovan, a nice night tonight with 13 points. He also grabbed 6 rebounds, and we're going to have to rename the Judy Construction Company player of the game to the Donovan Walker Award. It seems like he's winning it several times. But still, a good night for Walker. Congratulations to him, our Judy Construction Company player of the game. As Coach mentioned, Harrison County's next game will be on Friday when they'll host Bracken County on Senior Night. The Senior Night festivities will happen around 7 o'clock or thereabouts, with the JV game going first. Then we'll have our Senior Night festivities honoring our 3 seniors, Jay Sean Lewis, Jaden Boyers, and Mason Wright. And then we'll have the varsity game against the Bracken County Polar Bears after that. So that will about do it. I want to thank my engineer back in the station, Reed Masterson, for doing a great job as he always does. And as always, I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without their help, we would not be able to get Harrison County High School basketball on the air. So from the Hilltop, your final score for the final time, Harrison County 54, Trinity Christian 34. Good